Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. I am Marcella and this is Our Sacred Space. Today I'm doing a reading for my Leos. So let's get right into it. Okay, so your first card is the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is telling me that this is a time that you've been going through an emotional process. You are discovering new emotions coming to the surface. You're discovering yourself feeling different things and really looking at things differently, figuring out why you feel this way, why have you felt this way, what are these emotions. You're now facing these emotions and you're able to now look at them differently or acknowledge them differently. You are just getting more in touch with yourself and why you react the way you do, or why you say the things that you do, why you feel the way that you do. So there's just a whole bunch of emotions coming to the surface that you're going to have to acknowledge and look at them in a different way in order to discover different parts of yourself, in order to discover new ways, new parts of yourself, and new ways of thinking, and new ways of communicating, new ways of feeling. But I see with these emotional discoveries that you are finding, it's such a positive thing. And I say that because the sun is here. So you have the sun card, which tells me that you are surrounded by positivity right now, and you're feeling those emotions that are coming to the surface are bringing out a positive side of you and are bringing out a different side of you. And you're allowing yourself to feel the joy and feel just happiness and positivity. And you're in a place in your life where you are not allowing your thoughts to get the best of you. And I say this because you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So the things that were once worrying you are not taking precedence anymore. They're not the main focus anymore. You're not allowing it to keep you up at night. You're not allowing it to control your mind. You're able to embrace this positive state. You're able to feel these new emotions, and you are able to look past those old ways of thinking, those old anxieties, those old things that used to push your buttons are no longer pushing your buttons anymore. And you're able to finally just look past it and not allow it to control your mind. These negative thoughts are no longer controlling your mind. They're no longer having such a big part of you anymore. And that, let me tell you, is an accomplishment. And that's where you have the world here, and the world is telling you that continue on this path and you will have the ultimate accomplishment. You will feel complete. You will feel like you have done like you have created such an amazing change in your life, and that alone will make you feel so accomplished. And you're moving away from the negativity. You're moving away from that time in your life that you know, you felt so lost and you had so many different, you know, your way of communicating is now different. Your way of seeing things is now different. And I say this because you have the Six of Swords here, where you are now moving away from one thing and on to bigger and better things. And this may have been a struggle. This may have been something that you have deeply struggled with, where you didn't even want to go on this journey. You didn't see the point of, you know, taking this journey. But once you pass that finish line, you realize, like, okay, I went through all of that crap to move away from it, and to realize I don't want that anymore, and to move away from negative onto positive, to move away from old onto the new. That's my dog. And in doing that, once you get there, once you finally land, you will feel like, wow, I should have done this years ago. And now, you know, it's almost like you're on the right path. This is the path that you have to take and always had to take, and you're on it, and now you're finally reaching your destination. And the Five of Swords came up, which is telling me that there's no longer, and like, the arguing is over. There's no need to continue fighting pointless fights or having pointless arguments. This is a time where you are just allowing things to just be, and you're going with the flow, and you're not resisting it. There's no more conflict. You are just, you're moving on. And by moving on, I mean you're mentally leaving things behind. You're leaving old patterns behind, and that's it. There's no more need to fight or have any kind of, there's just no more conflict. There's no more conflict. You're able to just walk away from that. And in doing this, walking away and, you know, moving on to a better chapter in your life, you have the Four of Pentacles here, which is telling you that during this time, during these changes, during this transformation, moving from one place to another, moving on to a more positive time in your life, during this time, just be very careful of, you know, your spending habits. Don't spend too much. Don't be overly excited and, you know, start splurging. It's very important that you hold on to your assets. You hold on to your abundance. You hold on to it tightly, and you make sure that you are being very careful about your spending patterns, your spending habits, and just make sure that you're being responsible about your finances, and, you know, you are reaching such a happy place in your life. Make sure that you prioritize accordingly, and that you don't allow your don't allow these things to get away from you. You know, just make sure that you have a handle on your responsibilities, and make sure you have everything in order, and don't lose sight of your priorities, your responsibilities, your bills, the everyday things. And just make sure that you don't try to act on anything too quickly, because you have the Knight of Wands here in reverse. So any new ideas that you want to manifest, anything that you want to put any money towards or anything like that, I would definitely say make sure that you take a step back and slow down if you're in a rush. You know, during these transformational periods and moving from one, you know, moving on to a new chapter in your life, sometimes we want to make all of these changes so quickly. This is telling you to just take it a step back and hold on, and make sure that you don't make any sudden moves. Don't do anything, don't act too hastily, don't make any rush decisions. Make sure you think everything through and you're not going too fast. But in the same respect, don't allow yourself to feel like you don't have control of the situation. You still have control. By slowing down, you are able to have more control over it. So I say that because the Magician came up in reverse, and the Magician is telling me that you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in the fact that you are the magician of your own life. You are the author of your story, and understand that you have everything that you need in order to make the changes in your life, in order to manifest what it is that you want to have happen in your life. You are the magician. You can make these things happen. You just have to believe in yourself. So I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you, and then I'm going to let my dog out because the crying is driving me crazy. It's falling. Ah. Okay. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Be you. Be who you are. Embrace your light. Embrace who you are. Embrace these changes that are happening. Don't dim to fit in. And take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Give yourself a break. Slow down. Slow down. You don't need to move so fast to keep up with the progress. Sometimes, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Just remember, you are the magician of your own life, and you can manifest whatever it is that you're trying to create. And everything happens in time. So thank you, my Leos, for watching this. I appreciate you, and I wish you nothing but the best. If you resonated with this video, please give me a thumbs up and a like and a comment. And thank you very much. I'll see you next time.